The construction industry was the most deadly for workers in the first half of the year, even as the Manpower Ministry tries to solve the pressing problem. More than 60 stop work orders were issued for the sector so far this year. Now, there were 28 workplace fatalities in the first 6 months of 2022, nearly a third from the construction industry. It also recorded 84 cases of major injuries, the highest compared to other sectors. Now, MOM's enforcements have targeted work sites with unsafe conditions and practices, and these include safety breaches like missing barricades, unstable scaffolds, and not enforcing safe entry into work sites. Authorities are also stepping up efforts to ensure safety. This comes as the construction industry recorded the highest percentage of dangerous incidents in the first half of the year. Now, these are cases with a high potential for multiple casualties. Over the past year, such incidents rose more than twofold, the highest it's been in the past 3 years.
More than 70 firms have signed up for free safety inspections at their worksite. This follows the Manpower Ministry's introduction of new measures to keep workers safe. It's part of the Workplace Safety and Health Council's program, which offers consultancy services. Chloe Chu reports.
So just want to check, do you have a heavy forklift license for this? Or it's just a normal?
Kyo Bak Soa Trading Co. is going through a safety inspection. The waste management company brought in a consultant to weed out possible safety lapses.
When it's storage, right, they are not supposed to be kept together. Apply for petroleum and flammable storage license.
Singapore is in the midst of a 6-month state of heightened safety, where the Manpower Ministry is supporting companies in taking greater ownership of workplace safety. And this firm's making the most of it.
It's good to really stop, to review, to look at our risk assessment, and to get our employees to get together to understand the different aspect of the safety, what are the safety concerns they have, and for the top management likewise, right? Once they surface out all their safety concerns, then we will implement inside our all this risk assessment. Yeah.
Mr. Zhang says such sessions help employees understand the potential risks they face on a daily basis. And once they recognize such risks, they can take preventive action.
One of the areas of improvement in this warehouse was cable management. So loose cables are dangerous because it could potentially trip over an employee. And as you can see, the markings on the floor are also very important because it helps to manage traffic. This is especially as the number of fatal accidents relating to vehicles has been on the rise in the past 1.5 years.
Workplace safety and health consultants are on the lookout for all kinds of dangers.
And then when they are rushing, right, they may slip and fall.
But they can only offer interim solutions.
So you can actually place it from here all the way to there. So this is a temporary measure.
And the onus is on the company to follow up and put permanent measures in place, such as indicating these floor markings with paint. Consultants also pay special emphasis on vehicular safety.
For example, is there proper measures to actually ensure that these equipments are operating well within their capability, their safe working loads, and is there measures to actually separate the humans from the machineries so that should an incident happen, we are able to minimize or mitigate the extent of the injury or the outcome.
Mr. Ong has identified common issues from all the inspections he's done. These relate to slips, trips and falls, and lack of barriers leading to workers falling from height. Ensuring workplace safety often means additional cost to employers. But the waste management firm says it's a necessary investment. It's also keeping an open work culture by seeking feedback from workers.
The Manpower Ministry also pointed to a worrying trend in vehicle-related workplace deaths. 7 deaths in the first half of the year, 3 of them self-employed delivery riders. Marcus Tan with this report.
Just 2 weeks ago, another fatal accident involving a delivery rider on the job. It happened despite a mandatory safety timeout for high-risk industries in the first half of September. It was to get them to review their safety procedures amidst the rising trend of workplace fatalities. Yan Wei Xian is a delivery rider for Food Panda. He has seen firsthand just how dangerous the roads can be for riders like him.
Normally, road users who don't signal when they change lane is actually quite dangerous for us. We will normally give way to them just in case, because riders are actually very vulnerable on the road.
The Manpower Ministry says there were 21 other vehicular incidents that resulted in major injuries in the first half of this year. Most companies employing platform workers provide insurance coverage against injuries sustained at work. Others also include defensive driving courses and route tracking to help keep them safe on the road. But as more choose to take on such jobs, standardized guidelines may also be needed to ensure they are adequately protected in case of workplace injuries.
Given the type of liabilities, the type of responsibilities, especially with their loved ones, as well as commitments with long-term loans that our drivers as well riders have, it would be important for us to look at some form of standardization in terms of the of what happens to them.
The tripartite partners recently formed a work group to discuss ways to improve representation for platform workers. The work group intends to submit their recommendations before the end of the year.